Hold up.
I hope you're having a great day. Today I want to talk about something that's very close to my heart. Abundance. What is abundance? Most people misunderstand the meaning of the word abundance. They think abundance is more money. They think abundance is more love. They think abundant health is better health. They think abundance in relationships means you have more and more. Before we try to attract abundance or manifest abundance or receive abundance in our life, we first got to get our definition right. Because any amount of self-talk goes into our subconscious mind. Our subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between a lie and the truth. It doesn't know the difference between reality and the virtual world. Now, when it comes to abundance today, a lot of people say that, oh, I'm not abundant. When I have money, I'll be abundant. Abundance is a feeling. You may have little, but you can still feel abundant. It's a feeling. It's not a material thing. Someone may have a lot more money than you, but not feel abundant. They're still unhappy, they're stingy, they're chasing more and more. They can't enjoy what they have. They lack abundance. They blocked abundance. You may have just enough, but you make the most out of what you have and you feel abundant. You can get through life with what you have. That's abundance. In your relationship, you may have a lot of love in relationships. In your relationship, you feel good. You see someone else's relationship, it's all showy and it's all over Instagram and in society and stuff like that. But they may not feel abundant. They may feel the requirement to show that they're happy, but they don't feel abundant. You may have the right amount of love. It's not flashy, it's not showy, but yet inside you feel that amount of love is enough for you. That is abundance. With health, you may not have the greatest body, but you feel abundant. You're happy, you have great health, you don't have a disease, you're a happy person. There's someone with that perfect body may always be insecure about, what if my body changes? Will people still love me and appreciate me? Will I still get compliments? And they don't feel abundant in spite of having an incredible body. By now you would have understood what abundance is. Or someone has a disease, but they're working on it. They're getting better. They still feel abundant because everything else with their health is absolutely fine. They can still live, unlike some people who are on or in the process of dying. Now, where does fear come in? Fear is an energy that blocks us from receiving abundance in our life. Fear is not a bad thing until we become slaves to it. Until we nurture it, we feed it with energy, we give it heart space. Sorry, I lost connection, but I'm going to continue from where I stopped. These fears, when you nurture them, they start to become illusions and stories that may never be true. Fear blocks the abundance that we are meant to receive. Now, how are we going to bridge this gap? And that's exactly what today's video is. There's a very simple process. All of you know my take on MTA, that is move to action. When a fear hits you, it's a warning. Okay, we have the fear of not having money, so we build a business or we get a job. The fear of not having makes us work. The fear of losing our teeth makes us brush our teeth every morning. The fear of losing our health will encourage us or inspire us to work out, take care of our health. The fear of too much of stress may inspire us to meditate or take a walk in nature. So fear is not a bad thing. Now the point is, when fear starts to block abundance, what do we do at that point? Think about it. A lot of people fear not having. A lot of people also fear having. They already block the abundance of wealth because they say, oh, if I get so much more money, I'll become corrupt and X, Y, Z. It doesn't have to be that way. There are a lot of people who manage wealth beautifully. They donate, they do charity, they know not to become a slave of money. Some people say that, oh, if I have too much of love and I love too much, if I express too much in my relationships, if I open up my heart to my partner, what if my partner leaves me? fear has not allowed them to express. Expression basically brings out vulnerability in you, which is a beautiful, beautiful human emotion that can actually build a stronger relationship. But now your fear of losing someone who you already have, that's in your mind, the fear is in your mind, doesn't allow you to be the person you should be. Abundance exists all around us. There is an abundance of love. Maybe it just doesn't meet your expectation and your definitions of love. Maybe your own hurt of the past, betrayal, loss, your own pain is holding you back. But there is love. There's an abundance of love all around. There's an abundance of health. You make the choice whether you want to eat healthy, eat unhealthy. You make the choice whether you want to skip your sleep or sleep. You make all the choices. And of course, there's destiny. Sometimes the healthiest person is taken away with a heart attack and no one knows why. We're not talking about destiny. There is abundance all around us, but an attitude of lack. This lack stems from the fear that we build into our lives. There is abundance everywhere. You got to first look inside and look at all the barriers that you have built through your experiences. Your past experiences, your childhood, your teenage years, the kind of people you roam with, the kind of people who are your friends, all of them shape the limiting or the fulfilling beliefs that you have in your mind and in your heart. But that doesn't change the fact that there is no abundance. There is abundance all around us. There is enough for everyone. There is. But then there's the greed of the lobbies and everything else that comes in, and that's why there's such a big disparity. But there is. The rich can always help the poor. It's always like that. There's a choice whether you want to do it or not. You can help yourself by cutting away emotional baggage. If you want to, no one else can cut that away from you. Only you can do it. So how do we get into solution mode? Today, you want to create an abundance of wealth. You feel you don't have enough, and the fears are, oh no, I'm going to have to live this way. All my friends are spending money, they have so much, and then envy sets in, then resentment and guilt. There's only one little thing that you need to do if you're finding it difficult to move to action. You close your eyes, you recognize your fear, where it's coming from, feel it. And then there are just 3 beautiful affirmations that you need to practice. I am safe, I am protected, and I am guided. And then you tell yourself, I am open to receiving all the abundance that I deserve. And you get back to the work that you should be doing. You don't sit there and become a slave to fear. You can't move. If you can't move, there's no action, there's no result. It's the same thing with your health. Fine, I have a deadly disease today. What's going to happen? You don't know what the outcome is going to be. No one knows what the outcome is going to be. No one knows what the outcome of anything in our life is going to be. No one knows how our future is going to be. Our future is not 10 years down the line. Our future is the next moment. Our future is the next 1 hour. We don't know what's going to happen. And if that fear is setting in, again, I feel it. I am safe. I am protected. I am guided. And I am open to receiving abundance that I deserve. And then you get back to your day. Instead of micromanaging all the fears, focusing on everything that you don't have, because you're blocking abundance. You're blocking the potential of abundance coming into your life, staying a victim of fear. It's the same thing with your disease. You don't know what's going to happen. But all you can focus on is, number 1, rooting yourself by knowing that you're being guided. You are safe. You are being protected. But you are open to receiving abundance. Now, whether that comes in the form of medicine, it comes in the form of love and care from your family members or loved ones, or in a pill, or in a homeopathic pill, or in nutrition, or in exercise, you don't know that, and that's not your job. Your job is to be open to receiving. Like a child is open to receiving. They don't get up and plan everything. They just receive as they go through the day. Every human being has a child in them. We should learn from that little child. Open to abundance. So whatever fears you have, your kid's late, not come home, you're anxious. He is safe, he is protected, he is guided. That's it. Because nothing that you do with worry can get your kid home faster. Nothing that you do with worry can make your disease go. Nothing that you can do with worry will get you more money in your life. It's a wasted emotion. It's a great trigger point to move you into action. To move yourself into action, you need courage and strength. That strength comes from faith. Doesn't have to be a God, doesn't have to be a universe. You choose. But that faith is what keeps you going on. That faith is what helps you overcome fear. So you can't ever get rid of fear. But what you can do is channel the energy. That you are putting too much into your fears. You got to step onto the other side of fear, and everything that you possibly want is on the other side of fear. But what holds us back? Low self-esteem, fear, the fear of people judging you, the fear of failure, the fear of making a mistake. All of these things. So you have to understand, what are my limiting beliefs when it comes to fear? And there are 3 things that you got to do. I'm fearful right now. Am I going to lose my job? No matter what, I am safe, I am protected, I am guided, and I am open to all the abundance that I deserve. Maybe you're losing your job because you're going to get something better, and maybe not. Who knows? But who are you to decide? Who are you to decide and remain a victim of fear? We don't know. But we affirm, and we have faith, and we open ourselves to receiving. Not wanting, but receiving. There's a huge difference between wanting, and there is a huge difference between receiving. And the word abundance is a feeling. Today you may not be in the best relationship, but yet you feel abundant. It may not be the best relationship, but you feel abundant, and your relationship is still beautiful. Whereas some people have the fanciest relationships, but there's nothing in it. There's a lack of abundance, but everything else, it's not real. So you need to understand how you overcome your fears to achieve abundance. Once you master this with this little technique, you get the strength to move on. And believe me, it works. There's only one thing that you need to do. Practice, practice, and practice. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care is all about you.